In this episode of Pawn Stars, we're gonna see one of the best deals ever arrived. So stay tuned.
I'm taking Rick to this really cool prop house. I have a lead on a prop from the movie Terminator 3. I'm excited to see what he thinks.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Pretty cool, huh? Harvey, you here?
Welcome, hi.
This is my employee, Rick.
All right.
Rick looks very excited and said he only see this type of stuff in a movie.
Terminator.
It's pretty cool.
I remember this in Skynet where they're going to build robot armies. These were all in the background.
Does this turn into liquid?
No, these are T-800s. T-1000s are liquid metal.
Rick shares lots of valuable information about the item.
This is from the factory of Skynet where they're making the robot soldiers.
They used all kinds of parts to make these things, you know.
Robot guts. They're full of rubber and metal.
Rick looks interested in it and asks for an offer to owner.
You looking to sell them, or?
They're all for sale, $5,500 a piece.
Let me give someone a call if they're definitely different.
Great.
I'll be back.
Okay.
That wasn't funny?
Someone else said it.
Rick calls his expert for better advice.
Hey, Harvey. Nice to see you.
You know about this, right?
We're used in set dressing. This one I can't quite place. Camera only sees so much. Definitely on the set.
What do you think these would be worth?
Probably $3,500 a piece. $4,000 maybe.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me out.
After the advice expert leaves and the quick negotiation started.
$5,500 for that one.
Let me give you 2,500 bucks. I'm going to resell it. It would be tough.
I'll do 38.
3 grand. There's no room after 3,000 bucks. I'll go 31.
Okay, it's a deal.
Sweet.
I told you wouldn't regret it. Go ahead and load that in the truck. Harvey, you know I like you, so I'll be Bob.
That was a good deal. Let's move to next deal.
This is a letter signed by Napoleon himself.
That's really cool. Where'd you get this?
Online.
This is the type of seal used back then. It does look right for the period.
Corey asks some questions to owner about the item.
And you've got a COA here. Seems like it's from a pretty legit company. What do you want for it? And don't be crazy.
Like 10 grand.
10 grand's just way too much. I'm thinking more along the lines of 1,500.
That sounds really low.
This guy was the emperor of pretty much Europe.
How about 5?
And I can't pay you 5,000. I'm gonna have to get this reframed. It's gonna be work involved.
How about 4,000?
After some negotiation, Corey offers him $2,000 for it. Let's see what happened next.
I'll give you 2,000 bucks, best I can do.
I didn't pay that much for it, so let's do it.
Sweet, man. I'll meet you right over there.
I was a little disappointed. This is a once in a lifetime. I'm gonna treat myself to a brand new set of golf clubs.
Corey is excited after buying the item and shows the item to Rick.
Check it out. Original Napoleon document.
The Napoleon? That's freaking sweet. Hey, man, it's your lucky day.
You just bought it?
Yeah, things are starting to work out for me.
Have you had it checked out by anybody?
No, it looked right to me.
Rick is not sure about the item, so he asks Corey to check it out by an expert.
I'm not going to sell something like this for 12 grand, not know for sure it's real. Why don't you go down and see Greg, see what he has to say.
Fine. This is it, man.
Well, let's take a look at what we've got. There were a number of copies made on the battlefield, so if you've got one of the original copies, that would be priceless.
Expert takes closer look of the item and shares more detail about it.
The thing is, this is not one of those original men.
Ooh.
What we consider to be the original, which looks exactly like this. So what we've got here is very clearly a replica of a very important document.
Okay, how can you tell?
A handwritten ink document from this period. Somebody had written this out with a pen. We would see where there are blobs of ink would have faded in color. Can't say that this is worth very much.
Well, there goes $2,000 down the drain.
And after the greater disappointment, Corey returns to pawn shop.
Why are you trying to sell it for 20 bucks?
It's about all it's worth. The COA fooled me. It's fake.
You paid $2,000 for it.
That's a big loss, Corey.
We don't sell fake stuff here. Sometimes Corey's ego gets the best of him. Lesson he's gonna have to learn. Take the blow and move on. Give me my 2 grand back.
Remind yourself not to be so damn stupid.
Fine.
That was unfortunate for Corey. Let's move to next deal. In this episode, a man brings rare punching bag to pawn shop.
Guy's got 2 Rocky Marciano custom-made punching bags.
Okay.
I want to test them out, right, Rick?
Really, Dad?
I think he still got it, boss.
What is that?
Rocky Marciano is just an absolute legend in the world of boxing. He's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time.
I've watched footage of this guy fight. He is scary.
You know, he's asking for a lot of money, $375,000. I have no idea what to pay for these or what they're worth.
The most valuable piece of boxing memorabilia ever sold, Muhammad Ali's trunks from the fight of the century against Joe Frazier, $175,000. These were custom made for Rocky?
Yes.
Okay. That's the tricky part because they're one of a kinds. They're worth as much as somebody's willing to pay. He has a huge following. There's really not a smoking gun, so to speak, that without a doubt links these bags as the bags mentioned in the affidavits.
I've seen photographs all over the internet. I've seen this bag with Rocco on it.
Expert estimates it's worth around $375,000. Let's see what happened next.
$375,000 fit. I believe that they're real. It's kind of like the baseball hat that Babe Ruth took off his head, threw to a kid in the crowd. It's very, very hard for that kid 50 years down the line to say.
As much as your guy doesn't think he can put the pieces together, they definitely fit. I have photographs with Rocky and the bag.
Photographs with Rocky in a bag. You may have a point, and you know what? You might be 100% right. It's just not a chance I can take. Not with my money.
You're missing out here.
Is there a guy out there that would pay $1 million for it? Is that guy gonna come stumbling in?
I know.
Corey gives some advice to owner.
I would really try to sell them in an auction house and get somebody else to put their name with it. Definitely be worth some money. And you know what? The sky could be the limit. All right?
Hi, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I do. Along with the photographs, I know it's Rocky's bag.
Unfortunately, no deal was made. Let's move to next deal. In this episode, Rick and Chum goes to warehouse check some sneakers.
And I are in a warehouse that sells sneakers. Actually have a pair of shoes Michael Jordan wore in Space Jam.
Chum also calls the sneaker expert for better advice.
Now we're waiting for Chum's expert.
Yeezy Buster.
I bust celebrities who wear fake Yeezys.
The Holy Grail.
Awesome.
Where'd you get them?
From somebody, relative worked on the set. Jay handed it to him.
I can see these selling $1 million.
So what do you think?
One of the most sought after dunks are brand new, an authentic pair. Quality is on point. Definitely authentic.
Tell me about Yeezys.
One of my favorites, so there's only a couple of sample pairs in existence.
I'm happy to hear that.
It's too much for me.
Let's make the guy an offer.
300 grand.
You can't do better than that?
I'm really interested. Oh, those are cool. 55,000 for them?
No.
What would you take?
70 grand.
60?
65.
62.
Okay.
All right, deal.
And finally, the deal ends on $62,000. Let's move to next deal.
I'm still here for you to check out.
Where did you get this?
At a yard sale.
Thousands of years figure out how to make alcohol. Everybody was happy.
Rick shares more details about the item.
Moonshine is not a drink. It sort of got that name. Illegal whiskey during Prohibition make their whiskey illegally in the moonshine. Moonshining is a dangerous line of work. The first 20% that comes out of a still can be poisonous, so I'm assuming it doesn't work.
No.
How much do you want for it?
$750.
The negotiation started.
No. It has to be taken apart, rebuilt all inside. I'll give you $100 for it.
I could do 500.
I can't do 500. If it was in decent shape.
250.
No, $150.
Same deal. Bought it for $50. It's a pretty good return.
And the deal ends on $150 only. Let's move to next deal. A man brings rare gun to pawn shop.
Oh, wow. It definitely looks French. Let me grab my dad real quick.
Sure.
You want to come take a look at this?
What do you got? Let's take a look. Boutet, or I'm not really good at pronouncing French. He was like the Rembrandt of guns. You had to be really wealthy to have a gun like this.
Rick calls an expert for better advice.
Holy moly. Napoleon made him his gunsmith.
Okay.
Any idea what it's worth?
Simple Boutets, easily about $10,000. I'd like to test it. If it fires, I'd be more comfortable valuing it.
Expert takes this gun to shooting range for testing.
All polished up and ready to go?
I brought some shot. I set up some fruit targets. Typically, I wouldn't fire this gun. I do think it'll help the value. That was good.
Everything's perfect on it. What do you think it's worth?
30,000.
Damn. That much?
Do you see the smile on my face?
Expert estimate it's worth around $30,000. Then Rick started negotiation with lowball offer.
Assuming you want a little bit more now?
I want a lot more.
All right.
20. I think that's a pretty fair offer.
I'll give you 15 grand for it.
18.
I'll give you 16 grand for it.
I'm gonna be on the level with you. It's a lot more than I thought I would get. We'll do 16.
All right, sweet. I now own a fine Boutet.
And finally, the deal ends on $16,000. Let's move to next deal.
What do we have here?
Autographed copy, Richard Nixon's Memoirs.
Okay. So where'd you get the book?
I got it at a garage sale. I just knew it was valuable.
Got it for 50 cents, didn't you?
I did. Most of the value of the book based on the signature.
Memoirs, Nixon's attempt to clear his name from the Watergate scandal. Would be worth some money. Presidential stuff does well. So it's signed by him?
It's a page designed for his signature.
Right. Okay.
Rick calls an expert for better advice.
This was one of those limited editions.
Yes, really controversial when it first came out. He would make a ton of money after he had just resigned not being a crook. There are whole committees boycott Nixon's memoirs.
Everyone's talking about the book. Probably want to read the book.
That is the problem. A signed first edition goes for about $1,000. This is from 1988, came out in 1978. This is not a first edition, $250. I just crushed hopes and dreams, sorry.
It's a bummer.
Thank you.
Glad I could help.
Thanks.
And the negotiation started.
200?
The price for stuff goes down.
If you go maybe 130, I'll do 130.
$125.
Okay, 125.
You know what? Maybe I'll read it.
And the deal ends on $125. Let's move to next deal. In this episode, Rick and Chum goes to downtown to check 1930 Mercedes Unimog. Let's see what happened next.
Mercedes Unimog.
I thought it was a car.
I would love to get something like $22,000 for it. It was a model called the radio box. The Germans used to hide in the wood listening to the Russians. It was very, very versatile.
These trucks are really cool.
It's meant to be off-road.
They're originally designed to be used on farms.
Rick checks the engine and asks some question to owner.
And it's an old Mercedes motor, but it looks in good shape. I don't see any leaks. The Unimogs are cool. It can drive through anything. Figuring out a price is going to be tricky.
Okay, ready to buy it?
Depends on how much you want.
Rick asks owner how much he wants for it.
I would like to get $22,000.
I got to figure out what this thing's worth. I get someone down here, and let's go from there, all right?
Yeah.
I want to buy this thing.
Everything really worked as it should on this vehicle.
So is there a market for these things?
It's not like a market for a Harley Davidson or something.
Experts estimated its current market worth.
18,000, maybe 18,000. I would classify this one as nicer. It should go for more than that.
So how much were you looking to get out of it?
22. Put a lot of money into it.
But it's not an easy sell. I can give you 15 grand today. You walk away and it's done.
I'd take 18 right now, my bottom line.
I'm the one taking all the risks. I'll do 16,000.
16.5, I think I can make a deal.
16,000, that's what I could do.
Okay, we have a deal.
All right. I cannot wait to show this to the old man.
That was a good deal. Let's move to next deal. In this episode, a seller brings rare jacket to pawn shop. Let's see what happened next.
Superfly coat.
I dig it.
One of the most iconic pieces in the collector's market.
This belonged to Elvis.
Here's a picture of him wearing it.
Awesome.
He was known for his taste in clothing.
Rick asks some questions to owner about the item.
How in the hell did you get this?
Mike Moon owns the Elvis Presley Museum and got it from Elvis's bass singer. This coat described here.
Okay. You mind if I have someone look at this thing?
Who would you like to call in?
Let me call in Jimmy. How much were you looking to get out of it, too?
$75,000.
Rick calls an expert for better advice.
What do you think of the jacket?
There's so much fake stuff out there.
Did you ever see Elvis in this?
Yes,
This is the real deal.
I know it is.
Okay. The other big question, what's it worth?
$55,000. It's more than a coat. It's Elvis, you know.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
And the negotiation started.
So what do you think I should pay for it, chum?
40 grand.
That's about right. I take all the risks.
70 grand.
I'm giving you my best number. That's what I can do.
This is the next best thing. I'll go 50.
I'll go 40 grand.
You can't do 50. All right, just for you, I'll do 45.
40 grand.
Another walk over $5,000, Rick?
The deal's not right, dude.
Okay.
I wish we could work. Change your mind. Give me a call.
You don't want to do 45?
I'll go 40.
You got it.
And finally, the deal ends on 40 grand. That's for today. See you soon in next video. Till then, watch this 2 amazing porn stars video.